Hello everyone, this is Amina. In today's video, we're going to discuss a very hot topic which a lot of players do keep asking about, and that is the best heroic VIPs in the game. Now, obviously, like I said, this is a very common topic about the game and among a lot of people, and obviously that's no stranger because these are basically the best dragons in the whole game. So a lot of people keep asking, what are the best heroic VIPs? And I want to start off this video by saying that, first of all, it really does differ from a situation and a scenario. So, what I mean is that it's not always going to be the best option, always like this is always going to be the best, it's always going to be the worst. I'm saying that, for example, usually your best like options are ones that have events. Like, for example, High Void Aetherstone is the current dragon that is in the album. He has an event, multiple of them. He has tributes, he has a quest, he has an album. You can get a lot of orbs and resources of him. You can get his skin. There's a lot to do with him. So stuff like him is obviously gonna be a top priority. But that's basically what I want to explain before I start off the list. Like there are like the best rogue VIPs in general, but there are some that are like the best to go for depending on the situation. Because, like I said, this dude has so many events right now going for him, and this is basically with every album. It's usually the best to go for these dragons, the ones that have events because they're much easier and cheaper. I mean, for example, if you finish this whole album, if you had like 74 million food and I guess like 550 jokers, but technically 800 troll jokers, you can get this thing literally 5 stars immediately, just right off the bat. It's just that easy. But anyways, and there's also like a couple other things, like the Ryzens that release. Obviously, they have an event where you can get like potentially the egg and like 1200 orbs. So those are also ones that you should focus on. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. What do I think are the best heroic VIPs in the game? Now, look, first of all, it really does change up because in Masters, there is like a lot of stuff that goes on. So, Dragon's requirements and what you can use and what you can't use changes. So, for me personally, there is really no specific best dragon, and especially there is no best dragon when this is a team-based game. So, the best dragon really does not matter, but it is still a topic people want to discuss and want to know about, so I'm just gonna say it anyway. But the gist is, there's really no best dragon since it always changes. The scenario always is gonna change, so don't bother with that. Anyways, let's move on. So look, heroics. Like I said, the best dragon in the whole game. I would say, in my opinion, the five best dragons, like heroic VIPs basically, to go for. Let's say there is no events, there is nothing, there's like literally nothing going on. By the way, I forgot to mention because Porus right now, at the time of this recording, does have an event for the skin. Means he does have, an event and you can get his orbs, you can get his skin. So going for him is also a priority because not only is he one of the best dragons ever, but he also literally, you know, has a lot of events going for him. But I want to start off the list with Porus himself. Porus is a very powerful dragon for a lot of things. Uh, He has Soul Crusher, which he damages himself slightly, but deals a big damage. Then he has the stems. Now the stems is a bit complicated. You gotta train it well. You gotta like uh I can't show you. Anyway, you gotta train it in the right order for you to actually have the double stems. Basically all you do is just train the stems on top of something else, like Pure or Dream. And he has the hyper shot, with basically it's an ability or I guess passive where when he deals a critical hit, he's obviously gonna hit the others. I think 30% worth of the original hit. So if he does like 100k to somebody, the other two enemies are gonna receive like 30k because that's 30%. But yeah, with the skin, he's gonna have evasion and he's just gonna be so stacked. But everybody knows Purus, very, very good dragon. Uh, he is definitely him and Void Aetherstone are the best to go for at the moment because of the events. But yeah, now I'm not gonna make this in any specific order. This is just the best five that I would say. Now we got Anarchos. This is the dragon that had the last rerun. He's a really good one in the sense that he's just a monster. Even ignoring the fact with the skins, he has chaotic evasion, which basically does like really good damage. And for 3 turns, he cannot receive any damage for 50%. Not just him, but his other allies as well. And he has the Nightmare Fang, where he can just steal your HP. With the skin, he does get the skill, the Anarchist Annihilation, which basically has a chance of dealing a critical hit. But yeah, this thing is very, very powerful. Arguably, him and Porus are probably the best dragons in the whole game. And with the rerun skins, they're literally just insanely powerful. Especially if you got this skin. Yeah, when you got like both these skins, he just gets so much stats. Moving on, uh, a bit of a newer one, I would say. I mean, he came out like half a year ago. Arguably the best support in the whole game, Baron. Doom Baron is insanely powerful in the sense that he literally just does a lot of things. First of all, 25% base HP. This thing is very tanky. With the skin, it jumps to like 56, I think, percent. This skill is not really amazing, it's just there, but it does something. His main aspect, other than having a lot of HP and being a really good tank, is the passives once he dies. Now, upon his death, he will revive somebody. Like the redemption. But also, when he dies, the enemy that's in front of him will receive 5 doom marks upon dying, which is really insane. That's like 150% damage increase in received damage, basically meaning the enemy is basically dead. I mean, that's just way too much damage received. But yeah, very great dragon. Definitely worth going for. Moving on, I would say Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is pretty much like a bit old at this point. He came out like a few years ago. He is the heroic of the arguably the best family in the whole game, which is the Spiked. This guy is really good. Now he doesn't rely on stats. He does have like 10% HP, which is something, but like it's nothing crazy. He does not have any skins that buff his stats. All his stuff is tied into his abilities. Impaling Inferno basically puts up a shield where an enemy he will do obviously he will do damage. Then he will get hit after placing that shield, and it will reflect 120%. Now, obviously, I forgot to mention this. I'm just gonna judge these guys by no skins. So this skill would do 120% reflection, which is pretty great. And Spike Coffin is I think is a 2 multiplier spill, which is pretty good. Arguably, this is the best primal killer skill, I would say. It's just insanely powerful. And yeah, like the whole Spike family, just go for them. They're the best family ever. Everybody should go for them. Lastly, another evader. Pretty crazy. The two evaders are top five, in my opinion. I think there was like some honorable mentions, I would say. Like there is definitely some honorable mentions, like possibly Void Aetherstone one day is gonna be up there, I would say. Uh who is too broken for me to judge? I'm joking. I can't. I'm just joking. You know. But yeah, he cool. I can't deny that he's pretty cool. Uh, I guess there is really nothing. Priestess is pretty good. High Civil is pretty amazing as well. Very tanky. Arguably the tankiest drug in the whole game until Void Aetherstone came out. But yeah, there's a lot of cool ones. But What I would say is probably the fifth best is High Illusion Evader. No, High Illusion does have the evasion skill, like his, I guess, brother or something. High Anar Chaos. You know, I mean, I already explained it. It's a pretty good skill, but he does have the energy overflow. Now, this is the same as Porus, where you can train the electric attack on another element. For this example, I replaced ice with other skill. So what this does is obviously it's just as it suggests. It's just a spell. I think it's a 1.9 multiplier spell for both of them. Don't get fooled by the numbers. Both of them do 1.9. And like I said, the evasion. I mean, that's pretty much it. He's a pretty good dragon. Just really powerful. I'm hoping one day he gets a rerun skin because he's a really good dragon. Uh, so yeah, I hope that this helps you out with figuring out what you want to do, what you want to go for. Obviously, like I said, prioritize event dragons, especially not just heroics, but even the other ones. The event dragons are definitely the best priority at the moment. Go for Aether Stone because of the album, or go for Purus because of the rerun. But I guess there's really not much to talk about. I guess we can do a quick battle here, like beat this guy up. Uh, uh, yeah. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out or something. I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to do this for fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, so yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really don't got much to say. I'm just trying to yap so I can finish this thing. Uh, jeez, man, he's really annoying though. Seriously, Baron, Baron and Civil Armor are genuinely so annoying to fight. Even though I have them, they're just still like a pain. Uh, wait. Ooh. Okay, and done. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time now. Peace.